Understanding bargaining power and structures, dynamics, influences, and outcomes in industrial relations. The agenda overview for this presentation, we will cover foundational elements of bargaining power, explore various bargaining structures and craft units, discuss centralization versus decentralization and bargaining, review historical evolutions, analyze public policy and court influences, and consider external and organizational factors shaping bargaining today and in the future. Foundations of bargaining power. Understanding the basic elements that determine bargaining power is essential. This section covers key factors influencing power dynamics among employers, employees, and unions, along with economic and organizational influences shaping negotiations. Key factors determining bargaining power. Bargaining power depends on factors such as availability of alternatives, economic conditions, legal rights, organizational strengths, and the negotiation context. Recognizing these factors help clarify how different parties leverage influence. Role of employers, employees, and unions. Each stakeholder plays a distinctive role. Employers manage resource and strategies. Employees provide labor and collective action potential, while unions organize and represent workers' interests. Their interactions define bargaining dynamics. Economic and organizational influences. Economic conditions such as labor market tightness and organizational factors like internal hierarchy affect bargaining power. Strong economies and well-structured organizations often enhance negotiation leverage. Definition and types of bargaining structures. Bargaining structures include enterprise, industry, and multi-employee bargaining. Each type has a unique characteristics and implications for negotiation strategies and outcomes. Characteristics of craft units. Craft units are a group of skilled workers within the employer with specialized functions. They often have distinct bargaining interests and influence bargaining processes internally. Bargaining structures and craft units within an employer. This section explores the forms of bargaining structures and the role of craft units within employers. Understanding these allows insight to how negotiations are organized and concluded. Interactions between craft units and broader bargaining structures. Craft units interact with broader structures by negotiating specific terms while aligning or contrasting with enterprise or industry-wide agreements affecting cohesion and bargaining effectiveness. Centralization and decentralization in bargaining. An important dimension in bargaining is the degree of centralization. We examine features, examples, and trade-offs between centralized and decentralized bargaining systems. Centralized bargaining features and examples. Centralized bargaining involves negotiations conducted at higher organizational or industry levels, often leading to uniform agreements. Examples include national level collective bargaining in some European countries. Decentralized bargaining features and examples. Decentralized bargaining happens at enterprise or local levels, allowing tailored agreements. This is common in industries or regions with diverse organizational needs. Comparative advantages and challenges. Centralized bargaining promotes consistency, but may lack flexibility. Decentralized bargaining allows customization but can create disparities. Balancing these is key for effective industrial relations. Evolution and industrial bargaining structures and outcomes. Bargaining structures have evolved with economic, social, and political changes. This section reviews historical developments and their impacts on bargaining outcomes. Historical changes in bargaining structures. Changes include shift from craft-based to enterprise or industry-wide bargaining, influenced by industrialization, labor movements, and policy reforms over time. Drivers of structural change in industries. Key drivers include technological advancement, globalization, labor market trends, and shift in employer and union strategies reshaping bargaining frameworks. Implications for bargaining outcomes. Structural changes can impact wages, working conditions, and dispute resolution. Understanding these effects help predict future labor relations trends. Public policy, court decisions, and their influence on bargaining. Legal and policy environments significantly influence bargaining power and structures. This section covers major policies, court rulings, and their implications. Policies such as labor laws, minimum wage legislation, and collective bargaining regulations shape the framework within which negotiations occur. Significant court decisions and legal precedents. Court rulings can either strengthen or limit bargaining rights, influencing union activities and employer obligations in critical ways. Policy and legal impacts on bargaining power and structure. Legal and policy changes can alter power balances and restructure bargaining mechanisms, affecting negotiation dynamics and labor relation outcomes. Influences on bargaining power and structure. This section examines external and internal factors shaping bargaining dynamics and anticipates future trends and challenges in industrial relations. External factors: market, technology, and globalization. Market conditions, technological innovation, and globalization affect labor demand, bargaining leverage, and the nature of negotiations. Organizational strategies and leadership. Effective leadership and strategic organizational decisions plays a crucial role in enhancing bargaining power and shaping bargaining structures. Future trends and challenges in bargaining relations. Emergent challenges including shifting labor markets, increased automation, and evolving legal frameworks, which will define bargaining power and structures. In conclusion to this PowerPoint, bargaining power and structures are dynamic and influenced by multiple factors, including economic conditions, legal frameworks, and organizational strategies. Understanding these complexities is essential for navigating and shaping effective industrial relations today and in the future.